right, spring break in New Jersey, here we go. So I'm back in my room that I grew up in my hometown house, and my bed's dirty. Give me a second. All right, my bed's clean now, but let me tell you guys a little bit about this room. And so back when everything was going crazy in my life, everything seemed to be crashing down, I would come into this room, I would throw some music on, and I would just do push-ups and sit-ups, exercise to get stronger. Because my logic was, if I could improve myself, I would get to a point where I could take care of my family. I would be able to take care of myself. There wouldn't be any uncertainty. And so that's when this whole journey started. So I spent hours in this room working, training, reading, talking with other people, and trying to learn from them so that I can continue to improve my life. So this room carries a lot of weight and a lot of influence in my life, but I'm extremely grateful for all the experiences that we all went through in this household, because I think it has made us sharper people, made us understand that we only have a finite amount of time. And that means that we shouldn't waste time fighting or squandering what we have in our life, and instead make the most of every single moment and continue to strive for something better in the future. And there were some times where it was hell here and I just wanted to run away and get out, but it taught me that when you're at the bottom, all you can do is go up. All you can do is fight through the problem, not try to avoid it. Keep taking one more step, and eventually you get through everything, right? Everything falls under your feet. So this room means a lot to me, and this household means a lot to me, and everyone in this household means a lot to me. Every single thing was vital in making me who I am today, and giving me an awareness of life and what I do and my part in it in order to go out there and strive for so much more. But that's the making of a man. And we've heard this idea echoed so much now, that you become a greater man, a greater person by going through hard things and learning from them, not trying to act like they never happened or run away from them. And so you continue forward, I continue forward, and you just continue pushing for something better. And you continue to hold on to that hope that it will get better, as long as you continue to show up every single day and take the next step. But on a lighter note, let's talk about how the business is going. So I only have to complete 2 more courses, and then I can take the final exam to get the certification for this marketing skill that I'm learning. And then hopefully by the next update, I'll be building the workflows for my agency. But my question this week is, when you're learning a skill, do you document every single detail about that skill as you learn it, which will then take you a lot more time to learn that skill and then start that business? Or on the other hand, do you not document anything that you're learning, you just continue to read through it all and then go on to try to acquire clients quicker and learn by doing with the clients? Because if you do the first thing and you document all that you're learning, it's going to take you much longer. So for this agency, I'm writing everything out so that I can then reference it later, but I'll go on to see if that's actually effective as I learn more skills and potentially start more businesses. But I think there's 2 big lessons here. First is that you stop worrying so much about being perfect on the skill and just doing it, just going out and trying to get clients and learning it better by actually doing it. And the second lesson is, eventually you got to get to a point where you're the decision maker and you instead hire the talent who's already an expert in the skill, instead of wasting so much of your time trying to perfect that skill. In the end, you're probably going to hire someone to manage it anyway. You're not really going to be doing that work. But then it's a question of, how do I find that talent? How do I find editors for my videos? How do I find marketing analysts to handle different clients? And so that's something that I've yet to look into, and I'll eventually have to if I want to scale what I'm doing. So that's enough about the business. So let's talk about track. And this past Tuesday, I threw again, but I'm only throwing with the 400 gram ball, and I need to scale back up to throwing with the standard 800 gram javelin, because we're less than a month out from competition and I'm only throwing once a week. So I still need to do 3 more throw sessions with the 600 gram ball, and then build up to my full throw with the 800 gram ball / javelin, and then finally get into competition. So if I want to make that first meet, there's a chance that I'm gonna have to rush it a bit, which could be dangerous with my elbow, or I forgo the first meet and I wait. But I want to get as many opportunities to throw far as possible. So it's really going to be a game time decision by the time I get to the end of the month. Either way, like I said, I'm getting more and more confident that I'm going to be able to handle throwing far this year. It's just going to be a matter of patience. So maybe I will have to wait on throwing in competition and just go week by week and get to that point where I can throw confidently. Maybe never at 1,000% again, but throw enough to throw far, and then hopefully get a great mark during the year. Because the whole point here is that I throw far so I can then make it to the conference championships with my team, score points at the conference championships, and then be on the roster for next year so I can continue to compete and graduate as a D1 athlete. So my 2 goals don't change. I want to stay healthy and I want to throw far. But all in all, this spring break has been good so far, because I've been able to be so productive on starting this business and rest for track and read a bit, see my family. So while it would have been nice to be somewhere warm and sunny on the beach, I was able to come home and be productive. And the first half of the week when I was up at school still training, I was able to be productive. So it's been a good spring break, and I'm ready to get back to work once I get back to Boston. Sadly, I did gain a bit of weight just being home, eating home food, eating snacks, eating garbage, whatever. But that's why I always look forward to going back to school, because I know that once I'm back there, I'm gonna refocus on my diet, lose the weight, get leaner again, and feel a little bit better about being disciplined. Regardless, I'll see you guys next week when I'm hopefully done learning the marketing skill and finally developing the workflows for my agency. This floor is so creepy. I'm gonna have a mansion one day.